Hi, this is Shwetadi. Now I'm going to take a topic regarding narrowband frequency modulation. Let's see about narrowband frequency modulation and its applications. Narrowband. A narrowband FM is the FM wave with a small bandwidth. The modulation index MF of narrowband FM is small as compared to 1 radian. Hence, the spectrum of narrowband FM consists of the carrier and upper sideband and the lower sideband. Particularly, the narrowband FM system have MF less than 1. Now we can see the diagram of narrowband signals or broadband signal. You can see that this is narrowband, this is broadband. The frequency it has is very small, right? Modulation index is less than unity and maximum frequency is 30 Hz. They said modulation index is less than unity for narrowband. Okay, now let's see derivation for narrowband FM signal. Here we go. Now let's see about the narrowband FM with the simplified method. The frequency modulated is given by modulated signal of FM. Where I was discussing the frequency deviation and phase deviation, there I represented the modulated signal as AC cos omega CT plus beta sin omega MT. Now let me consider here omega CT as A and beta sin omega MT as B. Already we know that cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now let us replace A and B in the respective places of this formula. Now M of FMT will be AC cos omega CT. In cos A, cos B we will replace cos beta sin omega MT minus sin omega CT sin beta sin omega MT. And now to find the narrowband signal, I have the condition that beta sin omega t is very much less than 1 here. So here cos theta will be nearly equal to 1. So here cos theta is nearly equal to 1 and sin theta is nearly equal to theta. Now we know these formulas. Let us apply these formulas in the above equation. Let us see what's the current equation will be. Here MFMT is equal to AC cos omega CT. This equation is replaced by 1. Then minus sin omega CT. This equation is replaced by beta sin omega MT. Now the above equation can be written as AC cos omega CT into AC beta sin omega CT into sin omega MT. Now this is in the format of a sine formula. So let we add and divide 1 by 2 and 2 here. So the value cannot be changed here. Now AC cos omega CT minus the above equation we can write as 2 sin A sin B. So AC beta by 2 into cos omega C minus omega M minus cos of omega C plus omega M. Now let us consider for the sine formula A as sin omega CT and B as sin omega MT. And this equation can be rewritten as follows. From the equation we can observe that this is in the form of double sideband full carrier. Now let me represent the frequency domain. So one component of impulse function would be represented as WC. It is represented at plus WC and as well as minus WC. Just representing only one component, del WC, and the amplitude is WAC. Now we have two components. Let me represent here. Here it is positive and here it is negative. Omega C plus omega M, omega C minus omega M. Then the value of the two components is pi AC beta by 2 and here it is negative minus pi AC beta by 2. From this we can conclude that the narrowband frequency modulation resembles double sideband full carrier. So as we said, it consists of two bands similar to AM wave and both have same bandwidth requirements. The lower sideband of narrowband FM signal is inverted version of upper sideband of AM signal. and it can be detected using envelope detector. Just now we saw about narrow band frequency modulation. Now let's see a comparison of narrow band and wide band frequency modulation with respect to different parameters. Okay, let's go. The first parameter is modulation index. For wideband frequency modulation, the MF is very greater than 1. For narrowband, it is less than 1 or slightly greater than 1. Next, for maximum deviation, the maximum deviation for wideband it will be 75 kHz, and for narrowband it will be 5 kHz. Then the next parameter is frequency range of modulating signal. The frequency range of modulating signal for a wideband will be 30 Hz to 15 Hz, and the frequency range of modulation signal will be for a narrowband will be 30 Hz to 3 kHz. In narrowband, we can see that this is normal human communication, and for wideband, this is normal human communication with human voice, music signals, and with some air frequencies. Next parameter is maximum modulation. For wideband it is 5 to 2500, and as we said for narrowband it is slightly greater than 1. By the way, here it also we can say that slightly it is greater than 1 for maximum modulation. Next, let me see about bandwidth. The bandwidth of wideband will be 15 times than narrowband frequency modulation, and for narrowband frequency modulation the bandwidth will be same amplitude modulation. And then we see about application. The wideband is used for entertainment broadcasting, and it is used in high quantity music transmission. Now let me see about application for FM with narrowband. It is used for communication, wireless communication for police and ambulance communication. FM mobile communication for police wireless communication and ambulance communication, and for speech communication it is very much used. And this is the difference between narrowband and wideband, and that's it. Thank you.